technically it works, which is the best type of working. Alrighty, here we go. Everything seems to be working. This is
No demon voice.
no demon voice. I've learned to double check that
Yeah,
just in case.
we appreciate it, especially in this game.
But this is either session 83 or 84 of Forbidden Lands. You guys are in the process. Basically, right now you're just waiting for the dwarves to finish making the weapon, the dragon bone weapon, to house the elvish gems. Hopefully, to give you a weapon to defeat the evil demon Jakuz. But in the meantime, you guys paid a little visit to the town of Hythe. Found it had been taken over by a powerful vampire who had previously been a sorceress, who blew herself up and then got resurrected or brought back from the dead by Trustius, and then just kind of left to rot. And she bears a little bit of a grudge. You managed to defeat her once, and she fled, turning the townspeople against you. Ryzen managed to distract the townspeople so everybody could slip out the back, and you decided to track her down before she had a chance to fully recuperate and come back for revenge. Followed her to this cave, which seems to be a natural temple of some sort to God, and I don't think anybody succeeded on their lore rolls. So you're like, yeah, evil temple's gonna do what it's gonna do.
Now we did get a lore roll. It was the god of the hunt, some
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of god before it, and hungers that was appeased more than prayed for.
Right.
If I remember well.
Right, the Nightwalker, the god of the untamed wilds and things that go bump in the night.
Yeah.
You guys did succeed on the lore roll previously to know that vampires are not necessarily undead, but they are instead divinely powered apex predators meant to put the fear of the night back into humanity. You guys managed
Success.
to... Yeah. You guys did manage to track her down. She had some companions, some wolves made completely of shadow. And then things took a turn for the worse as you engaged in combat with her. And one of the wolves grabbed Desi, bit through her armor, tossed her a good distance. And everybody is debating whether they should press forward or whether they should back the hell up. We'll take it to you. Last time for anybody who might be watching, last time we had some technical errors. Partway through the game, Foundry decided to shut off my port forwarding, so the players couldn't connect, which is semi-important in a big boss fight. But that seems to have rectified itself, or more accurately, I fixed it, and hopefully the fix holds. Hopefully. But currently, you guys have managed to put a little bit of distance between yourselves and Bali and her wolves. And I'll turn it over to you guys to decide what you're going to do.
I am hurting.
Well, I can fix you up, or I can harpoon the lady. But now that I see her, I was planning on acting upon it. But I could start by fixing you.
According to my notes, she had turned invisible.
She turned invisible briefly, but her invisibility only lasts for a limited period of time.
Oh, so she's reappeared?
So she has reappeared. She turned invisible and tried to attack both Ryzen and Caldy, and then I rolled like I normally do. So...
Okay, that's good. That means we have a target.
Yep.
Step one, I'm gonna try to get Desi back on her feet.
Alrighty. So that being the case, then we will continue on with the initiative. Which means
I really think we should go.
So when we left off things, when Foundry went belly up on us, we were just starting Ryzen's turn.
Right. Well, I'm hurting too, but I don't think we're getting out of here, guys. So, where are we? Where am I on this map? There I am. So we've got 2 dead wargs.
You have 2 dead wargs and 2 still living wargs.
Okay, and where's the vampire bitch? Oh, right, because I charged up to help Caldy, and then Caldy ran back. Right.
Yep.
Right. Well, if we have a round, I might try to do some mundane healing on Desi.
Mundane healing will only work if she's broken.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Let me read my my talents again. I always forget which talents can fix what.
My bad. You have 3 dead wargs and 2 living wargs. That makes things very different for you.
Desi, what are you hurting most right now?
Uh, my strength is taking a beating.
Okay, in that case, I am going to do Path of the Hymn, rank 2. I'm going to spend my last 2 willpower to let you get 2 of whatever attribute you need the most, and yeah.
So yeah, so Desi's like kind of pulled herself up to her feet from where she got tossed by the warg.
Oh. Yep, that hurt. I was not comfortable at all. Oh. I do not like these things.
No, they don't like you either.
Nope, they don't. How many more are there? I can't see anything down here.
With the torch that Cully brought there,
I can
the lady and 2 wolves.
2. Okay. Have you harpooned any of them yet?
The one I
To
harpooned is dead.
Good. Okay, that's good. That means the harpoons work on them.
Yep. The one that tossed you
Good.
has been pinned to the ground.
Excellent.
All right, Ryzen, would you like to move or?
Yeah, I'm going to move closer to the party so that I have a meat shield.
Okay. You're probably like, Desi, get up! I need you to protect me.
Yeah,
Actually,
trying.
I'm going to use the carcasses of the wargs right now. I'm just going to go behind them.
Okay. Yeah, they are fairly big. That will take us to her. What's she going to do? Oh, I think she's going to wait for somebody to come close to her. And for her second action... Nope, she's good. That will take us to Okatai.
Yes. Is he your functional right now? If you're on your feet, I'm gonna try to put a harpoon in her so we can track her in the dark.
Yep, Desi's back on her feet. She has definitely looked worse. Like she seems irritated, but fine.
I'm gonna try to get a leash on her so we don't lose her again.
Who's getting a leash?
Not
The
Desi.
vampire. The vampire. I'm tired of losing her in the dark. Mokutai's gonna put his hand on his spear, and the spear is gonna start glowing red, and his eye is gonna start glowing red as I pull willpower out of the spear. And I'm gonna activate my with the willpower my Wolfkin talent
All right.
to track her by smell and have my prowess in combat against her.
All right. So yeah, she smells close.
Does activating the spear take a full action?
It does.
Okay. So, I think. How does that work? Sorry, I'm just gonna check Path of the Arrow. I
Yes.
could spend a willpower to be able to throw again, if once my action are expended.
Yep.
So I'm gonna if I can shoot her with the light I got and the smell I have right now, because I see her on the map. I don't know if I'm supposed to see her on the map right now.
Yep. You can see what you can see.
Excellent. Then I'm gonna spend a willpower and I'm gonna have a shot at her. She was a monster.
She is a monster. In more ways than one.
Yep.
She's still a monster.
And I'm gonna add my bonus from my ability. So that's gonna be a lot of dice.
Whew. That is a lot of dice.
I was
How you
gonna
like the
say,
dice?
holy crap. That just
I
took up
like
my
that.
screen.
That was very nice. I like that 6-7.
And technically, if she's a monster, it's one more wound.
Yep.
If it's not, I'm not sure it's calculated.
She will attempt to parry.
That's fair.
Dear God.
Well, she stops 4 of it, so it's 4 less damage. So, and then her armor stops the rest.
And I'm gonna spend a willpower so that it does not.
Ooh. And now you have her attention.
Yep. I have a rope to her, and she's gonna bleed when every turn.
Yeah. Right. Anything else from Mokutai?
I'm gonna move within the zone, and that's gonna be it.
Okay.
So I have a rope that I can pull her toward us.
Okay. That will take us to Desi.
I suppose I can't see her, can I?
If you can see her on the map, then you can see her.
Oh, okay. I can't see her on the map. So,
Yep.
I will use one of my actions to move into her zone.
All right.
I think. Is that would be my what?
That's your-
Fast action?
That's your fast action.
Excellent. My slow action then will be to beat the living shit out of her.
You can charge her. You can charge her, I think.
Yes. I'm going to melee charge her with my axe. Because I think that counts. Yeah, it just says combat / stab, punch, shove. I'm sure one of those applies to the axe.
Yep.
Sword Fighter doesn't, but that's hopefully okay. And did we determine that Path of the Blade was or was not applicable?
Yep, Swordmaster isn't, but Path of the Blade is.
Okay.
Path of the Blade even works with Mace, which has no blade.
And I have rank 2 and Axe Fighter, so if I hit her and inflict at least 1 point, it's automatically a critical injury,
Alrighty.
which makes me happy and hopeful. Okay.
Oof.
That's pretty good.
She already tried to parry the harpoon, so. Oh. That's gonna connect.
Nice. So that's a critical. And I have Executioner. So let me bring it up.
So you get to roll twice and take the one you like.
Yep. What is it? 2d6?
Nope, it's like a d6. There's a table. So slashed eye or severed leg.
I think I'd like the severed leg.
All right.
Because I would like her to stop moving around so much.
All right. So yeah, Desi, you run up and you like sweep, and there's like a snicker snack sound as you like sever one of her legs. So that makes running a slow action for her instead of a fast action, and on top of that, it is technically fatal, and she will die. She will bleed to death in the D6 hours. So now all you got
Let's
to do
try to
is
speed that up.
all you got to do is wait her out now.
I don't like those odds.
I estimate she will bleed to death before a D6 hours.
Here's hoping.
She loses a point of strength every round because of the harpoon, so probably faster than that.
Here's hoping. And that is it for me, because my other thing that lets me strike twice is directly related to having a sword.
Okay. That'll take us to Trustius.
This bottom zone, Chris, is that divided? Is there another zone here anywhere? Or is it just one big zone?
It's one big zone. There is like cover. There's like little like tables and the like that you can like hide behind for cover, but it is one zone.
I don't want to be in the same zone. This lady knows how to use fireball. I know, because I made her teach it to me.
The hallway behind us is another zone.
Yep.
I'm gonna. I don't want her attention at all. So you guys enjoy. I'm gonna shoot a wolf.
Okay.
I mean, they need to be taken care of too.
They do, and I don't want her attention. As I said.
Very wise.
Oof. Arrow sinks into a wolf. Armor stops some.
I'm gonna move to cover for my fast action.
Okay.
And take another shot at that wolf. I gotta get a magic bow.
Oh, it's looking injured.
Probably.
I spent a willpower shoot again.
Okay.
There we go. That's a good shot.
And
Oh, that is enough to drop that wolf.
Perfect. That's me.
Colby. Colby will also move behind cover. And so, good job, guys. You got this. The one remaining Night Warg. We'll close with Desi. These things are fast. And it is going to... Ooh, go for a throat bite.
Oh, well, I don't like that at all.
This attack may be parried.
Excellent. I would like to parry it.
Okay.
Just to check.
So yeah, this shadowy wolf comes bounding across and just like leaps, trying to tear out Desi's throat.
It's not a stab, punch, or kick, right?
No, it is a slash.
I don't have anything special for slashes. But I am pretty good at parrying.
Yeah, 3 is enough. You managed to kind of get your axe haft up in the way.
Shield, actually.
Okay, get your shield up in the way.
I have shield fighter. So I get different bonuses for shields.
Right. That will take us to Ryzen.
Ryzen, what are you doing? Against his better judgment, he is going to charge and assist Desi.
Right. So your fast action to get to zone, and then you can basically close with her for your slow action.
Sure, that sounds like a good life decision.
Yeah.
Inside, he's thinking,
Good
what are you
news
doing,
is-
Ryzen? What are you doing? Why do you give a shit so much?
Because Desi's got the big shield. There's room for 2 behind it.
Oh, nice.
She is going to, you know what? She's just gonna like smash Desi with her daggers. One second.
I would like very much for her not to.
All right.
So I'm going to try to parry it.
Okay.
Was that a stab?
It is a stab.
Yay. Well, no, because it's a -2. That's alright. Hopefully.
Oh.
Hmm. Do I want to push it, or do I want to trust my armor?
The age-old Desi question.
It kind of is. I don't think I want to push it. I think I'm going to trust my armor.
All right.
Oh, that was
Oh.
a terrible choice.
So that's going to be 3 damage to Desi's strength.
Yep.
2 more points of damage to your armor. And after she stabs you, she pulls the dagger out and she licks it, and you can see her wound starting to close up and her leg starting to grow back.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, Desi kind of crumples when she gets stabbed. Doesn't quite hit the floor, but looks like she wants to.
And her second action. Ooh, invisible sweeping attack. She turns invisible, and then attacks everybody within near range. So both Desi and Ryzen cannot be dodged or parried.
Oh fuck. That sucks.
So that's going to be 3 damage, strength-based damage to Desi and Ryzen. You can roll for your armor.
Yeah.
How do I roll? Do I just roll each piece, or do I just roll like the chain
No,
damage?
just click on the word armor.
Yeah, the click on the armor on your combat tab, and it'll roll everything together.
Okay.
All right. So Desi stops one. So Desi's going to take 2 points of damage to her strength.
Yeah, I've only got 1.
Oh. And another point of damage to your armor.
Yeah.
Ryzen stops 2, so he's going to take 1 point of damage to strength.
I am broken down.
All right.
I do have Berserker though.
Yep.
so-
Assuming you survive the crit, you're good to go.
I do
Oh
not.
no, it's a crit?
If you're broken, it's a crit.
Shit. That's bad.
Best tanking talent is Lucky.
Desi, do you have lucky?
No.
Oh.
I do, but that only
Uh-oh.
helps with crits, right?
Sorry?
I do, but that only applies to crits, right?
Yep, so if you're broken, it'll be a roll on the crit table. If you're lucky, you get to roll twice and take the one you like. Ooh, Desi, punctured lung.
Oh god, that sounds terrible. Oh shit.
So that is a -2 to endurance, -2 to move, and it is fatal in a D6 days.
A -2 to
I
life
now have
until 6 days go
1
by.
endurance and 0 move.
But your berserker kicks in.
Good thing.
And then Ryzen. How much luck do you have, Mark?
I have level 3 in
Oh.
luck.
So level 3 basically means because she doesn't have any executioner, you get to choose the result on the critical table you like.
Oh,
Sweet.
I know what I need to get next.
Yeah, Lucky is the
where
do I
best
see-
tanking talent.
Where do I see the table for that? Under combat and damage?
It's a rollable table. Basically, the least the lowest one is basically she slices you across the forehead. Your forehead's bleeding a little bit. It is not fatal and suffers no impairment.
That sounds good to me.
You can choose where you get your scar.
Yeah, you are still broken, but you're not in any danger of dying.
That was a worthwhile purchase.
Yeah. I think you guys. I actually did make one NPC that had executioner, and then you guys dropped him in like the first volley of shots before he got to do a thing.
It was the orc with the axe, and Desi just
Yep.
chopped his head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Okatai, you're up.
I'm gonna move in, and I'm gonna get Desi back up. She's still
But Desi-
burning.
Desi staggered back, like Desi dropped hard, clutching her chest, which is probably not a good sign. And then, like, staggered back to her feet, but she's got that kind of unhealthy look.
Oh yeah.
You've seen her go berserk before.
Yep.
You know right now it's just anger holding her upright.
I don't remember, but I think I taught you that. So, yep, you're about to unleash. Still gonna give you a bit of strength back, so
Greatly appreciate it, yeah.
so your rage can be more efficient.
Yeah, because right now her blood is covering everything.
I'm gonna save cast it because I don't trust magic. get 3 strand back.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna
That's
do
good
Risen
feeling.
next, but yeah.
All right.
I have to
Uh,
wait a bit.
that will
When
take. Yeah.
when I got closer, I rolled the rope around my arm, so
Okay.
shorten it a bit.
Okay. That will take us to Desi.
So I can't see her, can I?
Can you see her
Is
here?
she still invisible?
Yeah, she turns invisible, attacks, and then becomes visible again.
Oh, okay. I am going to try to hack her apart with my axe.
All right.
Cause wow, not happy. And she and I are too close for melee charge.
Yep. I mean, you could back up the charger.
I will then.
You do have to make
I will stagger backwards.
as a note. You would have to make a move roll to not take an
Oh,
attack of
shit.
opportunity from her and the wolf.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not then.
Don't you have a
'Cause-
-2 to move because of your lung?
Yes, I currently have a 0 move.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am upright. Don't ask me to walk anywhere.
Yeah. There's like a whistling sound when Dizzy breathes coming from her chest.
Yeah.
I'll need to figure
she's-
that too,
she's-
but-
She's foaming at the mouth, but it's blood, so that's probably a bad sign too.
She's screaming from the mouth and the chest. Sounds coming from the
Ugh.
hole.
That was a weak hit, but I'm not pushing. There's no way I'm pushing.
Oh, you're right here. She may as well parry.
No parry for you.
She parries 1, so she's going to take 2. Takes 1.
Did
Uh,
the fact that she healed because of the blood stop the bleeding from the spear?
Yes.
I would like to use my just a sec. Maybe that's a different one.
Spend willpower to ignore her armor.
That's what I was looking for, yeah, but I think it's under.
The first part of the blade. And you might want to use that willpower to attack again instead.
Yeah, I would like to do. I can only spend one or the other, right?
No, you can spend as much willpower as you have.
No, but I can only do one or the other. Isn't it?
Oh no, you can do both.
Yeah, you can do both.
Oh,
If you got the willpower to burn, you can burn it.
I mean, I don't have a lot of willpower to burn, but I do have some. So I would like to ignore her armor, and then I would like to attack again.
Okay.
So it's not a lot, but it's more than one. It's 2.
Right.
Okay, attacking with the hand axe again.
Ooh, you cut her nose off.
Good.
Ooh.
I'm hoping to do a lot more. And I will spend the willpower to ignore her armor if you roll any.
She's going to use her slow action to parry. Oh, she parries 3 of it, so she's going to take 4. Her armor only stops 1, so she's going to take 3 unless you spend the willpower.
I will. Because I don't want her to have that one.
Okay.
And she takes another critical, doesn't
Yep.
she?
Yep.
Excellent.
You like hacking pieces off her with her axe. I mean, they are slowly growing back.
It's energy she has to spend growing it back that hopefully does something.
Ooh, ruptured intestines. Disease with virulence 6. Yeah, she doesn't care about the disease. But yeah, you cut her across the middle and like her intestines, you can like see them kind of flop out, like hanging kind of loosely, moving as she moves.
Ew! That's gross.
You're disemboweling her.
Yeah.
I am. Yes, very literally. I am trying to take her apart, but she just won't fall down.
It takes us to Trustius.
All right. So, for the irony, I'm gonna move up here, and I'm gonna light her on fire.
All right.
Because
It comes
maybe,
around, goes around.
maybe that works.
Ah, crap. Nothing can go wrong with me being right next to her as Trustees is about to do a fire spell.
Nothing ever goes wrong with Trustius uses magic.
No, never.
Especially fire.
Ooh, he did not blow himself up.
But you ignore the sorcerer, so the sorcerer gets to do sorcery stuff.
It would have really sucked if Trustius had lit himself on fire this time the way she did last time.
Yeah.
It would have been happy. Like either way, it was good, right?
It would have been hilarious, but I'm glad it didn't happen.
All right.
So that's 2 strength damage, 1 per round. She puts it in.
Yeah. All right. That will take us to Caldy. Caldy, against his better judgment, is like, Ryzen, you get the big hammer. And he is going to try healing. Oh, 1 point of strength back.
Yay, thank you.
Now the warg. Now Desi's right here. It's going to go for a rending attack. Leaps forward, tearing at the adventurer
That's
using
so
sharp
bad.
claws. Victim is attacked using these. Can be dodged but not parried.
Damn. That sucks. I would much rather be parrying than dodging. It's not a slash attack, is it?
It is.
Oh! Okay, good. And I have fast footwork.
Minus,
Uh,
-2 if you want to stay on your feet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just looking at that and going, I don't think I need that -2. I think Desi be okay falling down this time and hoping that other people kill it dead. Because I've got a while before I'm back on my feet.
I'll raise you in D6 days.
Thanks.
So you get mostly out of the way. You are going to take 1 point of damage. You can roll your armor. Such as it is.
Such as it is.
Oh, but it stops it.
Oh! Yay! There's a reason I carry. There's a reason we carry spares on a horse.
It's a nice helmet you got there.
It is. It's very nice.
Ding.
It's in much better shape than my chainmail right now.
That'll take us to Razin. Caldy's like, get up. It's okay. It's okay. Small people unite.
Sweet. Let's charge it. Let's charge in and save Desi together.
Please do.
Is Desi down again, or did her armor protect her?
She's prone, but she didn't take any damage.
Okay.
It's hammer time.
All right. Yeah.
It is hammer time. Give her.
So I'm going to attack the vampire with my hammer.
All right.
I love this hammer so much.
Can only attack once every 2 rounds. But
She's a monster, correct?
She is.
Yay.
Oh God, Jesus.
Oh. Hmm. Yeah. She's going to try to dodge out of the way of that, I think. Yeah, dodge is a better option. She doesn't want to land prone, but... Oh, so she blocks 1, so she's going to take... she's going to take 5, and then +1 for Dragon Slayer is 6. Looking good for her. Oh. Alright, so Ryzen, how would you like to do this?
My hero.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? Is she like average human height?
She is.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna keep. Let's see. So I rear back like a baseball player, and I'm just going to go for a solid shot right in the midsection, and I'm just gonna be like, and I'm just gonna be like, that one's for Tress. No, that one's for Desi, and then I'm gonna, as she's falling, I'm gonna do one to like the head, and I'm gonna be like, and that one's for Trestius. Why do I fucking keep sticking my neck out for all you people? I don't know, but I love you, I guess.
Such enthusiasm.
Yeah. It's the trailing off at the end that sells it.
Exactly. He's struggling with this. Why do I, he's legitimately struggling with this? Why am I caring about people? Shit.
there's a bit of confusion in this. Love, confusion, and hatred all in the mix.
Yes, exactly.
All right. That will actually take us around to Okatai.
Wow. There's only a wolf left.
There
and
is.
People are on their feet, so I'm gonna quick draw one of my other harpoon, and I'm gonna try to shoot at the other wolf.
Okay.
Try to finish that. That's a monster too.
It is.
I will not get the bonus from my Wolfkin Talon because he was not my target.
Oh, he's still standing. Barely.
I'm gonna use my fast action to pull him closer to me.
Yeah. Wait, you have Dragon Slayer, right?
Yep, I have Dragon.
Yeah, so that's 1 more point of damage. I don't believe that's calculated in. It is not calculated. So that will be enough, actually.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna harpoon him and still pull him closer to swing my sword and see that it's not moving anymore.
Yeah. That. All right. And with that, it falls quiet.
Except for the whistling sound every time Desi breathes.
Yep.
I'm gonna give like Dizzy a bit of space if she's still foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, but it's blood.
Just give her the time to calm down from her rage.
I think think Desi. Well, I mean, she's laying on the floor right now, and she's just staying there.
Okay.
She
Well-
had dodged down there, and that's where she still is.
So now can we use mundane medicine on her, or no? With what she's got going.
You can actually use healing to try to fix her critical.
And I'll do that unless Okatai is going to step in and do it.
Well, I was gonna bring her back up because if you use traditional ways, it might take her a few days to be on her feet.
All right, I will defer to you. You're the medic.
Okatai is gonna pull out his symbols he wears and put a knees down and just grab Desi by one arm and put his other hand on the hole, and the glowing green energy is gonna flow from him, very different from what he pulled out from the spear. And I'm gonna mend wound on Desi.
So it needs to be power level 2.
Power level 2.
Right. So yeah. So as this energy kind of flows into Desi, the wound kind of closes up. Your breathing kind of returns to normal.
Well, it's a time I'd rather avoid using magic, but for that kind of wound, you don't want to leave Desi with that. And
That
holding her
was
arms,
bad.
I'm gonna try to pull her back on her feet. You alright?
Uh,
Well, you're gonna be alright.
I can. She'll cough up some blood, spit it across the room, across the floor. I feel like I tried to drink something wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you've been trying to breathe some water for a while, but once you cough out all the phlegm and the blood, you should be fine.
Oh, that was not good.
Yep.
I need new armor. This is
I got-
holy shit.
I
My
got a
poor chainmail.
I got a spare outside.
Oh,
That was a
Yeah.
great shot, Arisen. I could hear the cracking of the bone from here.
I know, it sounded sweet, didn't it? I'm going to go check to see if she had anything on her. Chris, I'm going to go see if there's anything to loot off her.
All right.
of course he is.
I mean, have you heard the crack of her rib cage?
Yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
A few times, but that was a nice one.
Just make
I've
sure
heard-
she's not healing.
Oh
I've
yeah.
heard
That's
that
another
crack.
reason I was going to go up to her, search her, loot her body, and see if she's not healing.
I've heard that crack from both sides. I like it better when it's on their side.
Hey, when this is all said and done, maybe I'll become a chiropractor.
Probably shouldn't crack people's ribs though. That seems like it would be bad.
All right. She does not seem to be healing. Nor does she seem to be dissipating into mist like she did previously.
Is there a way to dispose of a vampire to make sure that they don't come back? Would that be a lore thing?
That is a lore roll.
I'm going to say lore check, and then my first thought is fire.
Yeah, but since vampire are not exactly what I know from life, I defer to the
Mm. Fireworks on most things.
fire is usually the way, but you know.
She lit herself on fire once before and got up eventually. So
Yeah. Everybody stands around for a couple of minutes, kind of thinking about it.
tapping her with the toes of our boots,
Yeah.
like, nope. Prodding her. She looks dead. I
Do I
mean,
use fire, or do I bury her, or holy ground?
what if we What if we
Or just
took her head
cut her
off?
up. Just take her head
Yeah,
off, cut her up into pieces, you know?
she's not Terramolda.
Yeah.
If we cut her up and separate her, that's probably gonna work.
She came back once because
She's
Probably.
not gonna.
of raw hatred. I don't want her to come back again because now she ain't risen.
If we chop her up, she's like each part isn't gonna grow a new her, right?
Hopefully.
That's not reassuring
Well, Ryzen,
at all.
you're pretty confident that that fire does in fact kill most things, and not just kill, but fire is also a purifying element. But also, burying her head separate from her body will probably do the trick as well.
Yeah, so let's take her head, we'll bury her head somewhere, and then we burn the rest
And
after
I already-
chopping it into pieces.
I already cut her leg off, so we can put that separate. I mean, she.
Well, right now we got 3 legs because she grew back one back up, so we got 3
Oh,
legs. to
God.
burn. Yeah,
Mm,
that's why I'm suspicious and want to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Above all, though, Ryzen, the main thing is to make sure that wherever you bury the parts, no blood seeps onto the body.
Okay, so we gotta dig deep.
But as for what she's carrying, she has a very nice matching silver headband and necklace, and some silver coins in a purse.
And where's the daggers?
The daggers are the tattoo.
In my chest.
No, the daggers are the tattoo on the palm of her hand.
Oh.
How do we get those out?
Looks like magic to me.
I'm not sure. We're gonna need to figure that out.
Is that what she stabbed me with?
Oh yes, the artifact.
Ouch. That's probably not good. I know,
Metal
definitely.
arms or something like that. So there must be a way to get those out.
I don't think I know anything about freaky daggers.
That I would love to.
I mean, we could just ask her.
Chris, can I make a lore roll just in case I know about freaky daggers?
Yes.
It's a weapon thing, maybe. A little bit.
That would have been a good time to use your melee instead of your lore because you know about weapons.
It's like humans.
It would. That's true. It would have. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, Desi, you remember when you heard about the daggers, the necromancer, the journal that you found indicated that basically once the dagger is sunk into somebody, that's a flick of the wrist brings it into their hand, so you probably just have to manipulate her, her wrist in the right way. Kind of like grabbing Spider-Man and pressing until his webs shoot out.
Desi will grab her arm, the vampire's arm, not her own, and making sure that it's pointed toward a wall and not one of us. She'll start kind of moving her hand around, trying to keep her own hand out of the way so she doesn't get a dagger to the wrist. Trying to get this dagger out of her wrist.
Okay. Yeah, a little bit of trial and error, and the dagger does eventually appear. It is a completely black and slightly fuming dagger. The edges of which are slightly see-through.
Interesting.
Wasn't there supposed to be two of them?
There are 3 of them in total, I think.
Oh, I thought this one was a pair.
I
Though.
like the.
Nope.
No, okay.
It's
Does she have a tattoo on her other arm?
She does not.
Okay. So she had one of them.
And then if you basically put the handle against the palm of your hand, and then you press the index finger of your other hand against the tip until you draw blood, the dagger sinks into the palm. Does not count towards encumbrance.
Nice.
And gives you a +2 on sneak attacks on top of being a D8 artifact.
It's a good quality weapon, I think. Does it come back if you throw it?
No.
Well, it's not a great quality weapon. I mean, it's better than anything he's got, I think.
Oh, probably. Something you can always have on yourself. I think it's worth it. Gonna check something. Would the Night Ward fur or something else be useful?
There is no actual fur. It's just solid shadow.
Oh, well, okay.
And it is like icy cold to the touch.
Because we've been gathering strange things to make magic item at the forge. I was wondering if maybe we could extract something from the wolf, like shadow, and forge with. Or for my poison.
Yeah, it's literally like a solid piece of shadow.
Yeah, hard to forge that.
Yep.
Those things are creepy.
Oh yeah.
And Caldi, since he can actually see in the dark, will indicate that there are 2 tunnels off of this chamber.
Well, I think we should probably scout that place to make sure that we don't have any more surprise. Or if
I'd
the
like
other
to.
daggers.
I'd really like to sleep and change into another set of chainmail before we fight anything else.
We can definitely make camp and get you in another kit of chainmail.
I'd at least like to, cough up the rest of this heavy feeling in my lung and
Okay, you still need those lungs, young lady.
rinse the blood out of my mouth. And the armor. This is, I jangle, and that's about as useful as it is right now. I'm not
Listen
sure
here,
what's
Desi.
holding it on.
Listen here, Desi's lungs. You got to stay inside. Quit trying to come out.
That was so bad. Yeah.
I know that was
Good
bad,
fight.
but look at me. I got this cut across my forehead. Like, oh man, now my rugged, handsome, good looks are ruined.
You were close enough to get a cut across your forehead.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck
That
was
is-
I thinking?
I have no idea.
It's armor.
I guess
range.
I'm starting to love you guys or something. I don't know. Anyways, hey, look what I found on her as I hold up a bag of. I know.
Huh.
But hey, look what I found on her as I hold up the silver and the jewelry.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Excellent.
I'm gonna count how much silver is in the pouch.
There is a total of 20 silver.
Yay.
That's an XP.
Mm-hmm. Hence the yay.
Do you want to split that up, or do you want me to compile it in the pile?
Yeah, we can split it up. I start doling it out. What do we get each? 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yep, 4 each.
Maybe I'll spend it on bandages.
We're gonna spend it on new armor.
Ah, man. Yeah, getting this fixed. I like this armor. It's good armor when it's
Yep.
in one piece.
I like chainmail too.
It's flexible. I like that.
Sorry,
It's
Chris. When you
not
say
great
20,
against daggers, though.
sorry, Chris. When you say 20 silver, is that just in the pouch, or is that the value of like the jewelry too?
That's just the coin.
Nice.
Caldy will be able to tell you that the head, like the set of the headband and the necklace is probably closer to 40 silver for the set.
And we can put that in communal treasure.
I'll note it down.
Any sense that that set might be magical?
No.
So who wants this dagger?
Well, for now, we were thinking of letting Caldy use it.
Sure.
Doesn't have a great weapon, so
And it doesn't weigh anything.
yep,
Or it
exactly.
won't.
And if we ever need to discreetly get rid of someone, that would be the perfect weapon. And I probably have the right poison for it.
He is at a great height to hamstring somebody. Like, he's at the ideal height to just slash right across the back of their ankles.
Yeah, and with the right poison, it doesn't matter where you strike as long as you connect.
No. But if he can get them across the back of their calf, then they're not running anywhere.
Yep.
And like, I don't mind charging across the battlefield to smack somebody, but it's easier for Ryzen if he doesn't have to chase them down first. He can just swing that hammer right down on them. Very nice hit, by the way. I appreciated it.
Thank you.
A lot.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah. It was
When
going to
does he
take a
decide
second
to
for me to
dodge
get
on
back
the
to my
ground?
feet. Ugh.
When does he decide to dodge on the ground? We need to finish the fight. Like now.
Yeah, that thing took me down. It was like I felt myself hit the ground. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to get back up again." Well, shit. How am I gonna do that? Oh, yeah, new armor.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best to keep you safe.
Appreciate it,
But
and
I think
likewise.
that's our best course of action. We just go out of this this place. We set up camp outside, and we can finish clearing out and exploring it when we have rested a bit.
Mhm.
And we can put ourselves close enough that if anything comes out of the place, we can spot it.
Oh yeah, we definitely need folks on watch with torches for a change instead of just.
It's just that I don't trust that if there's something in here, we don't want to let it escape.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what would be in here, but probably nothing good.
she was not undead, eh?
No.
No, okay. Because we, with the remnant of a powerful undead, we could have made the potion to long life. I mean, not like Coldy really needs it right now, but stay on the watch for it. Oh, and while I make camp, let's burn her down.
Yes. Fire first,
And make
then
sure that
tent.
and let's make sure none of her blood gets anywhere.
Fuck. Oh, Chris, the mend wounds?
Yeah, it gets rid of your critical.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because it was still listed there. So it's not going to take 3 days to heal.
No.
Yay! Because, wow, that sucked.
I mean, if we use medicine, that would have taken a few days. Like,
Mhm.
I want to avoid using spell as much as I can, but having you on that for a week would have been a pain.
Yeah, that was definitely bad.
Right, so you guys stumble out of the cave into the harsh light of morning.
Oh god, it's only morning.
Yeah, you guys pushed on to get here.
Yeah, that was dumb. No wonder I feel like shit.
I'm gonna find us a bit of cover and start to make camp, and anybody who can sleep should try to do so, and if somebody could keep watch while I make camp, that'd be nice.
I'll keep watch.
Thanks. I would like to sleep.
Right.
I'm getting to the point where it's fall over voluntarily or involuntarily. And I'd really like to choose where I lay down. So I think I'd like it to be voluntary.
So I'm gonna try to make camp.
All right. So Trustius is going to keep watch. Okatai is going to make camp. Desi is going to try to sleep. Ryzen, what would you like to do?
Sleep, please.
Okay. All right. So those of you who are trying to sleep without a campfire or without a camp can give me an endurance roll. Okatai, you can give me a survival roll. Trustius, you can give me a scouting roll.
Actually,
Did
no.
I
I'm willing.
lose?
I'm willing to wait until camp is set. I'll just stand guard.
Okay.
Didn't I lose some of my endurance earlier?
That was from the chest wound, which is fine now.
Oh, okay.
I actually took no damage in that fight.
It's because I took it all for you.
You got it all.
I got it all.
I took
I'm
one.
I'm a collector.
I took one wits damage because I tried to understand things and it hurt me.
Busy trying to get achievements.
Just broke my mind.
I collect damage. And I got lots of it in there. It's not the worst fight, but it was awfully close. I think the worst fight was probably against that little stream back when we were building a boat.
The skeleton that wasn't animated.
I mean,
Yeah.
my worst fight was against a burning bush, so you know, to each their own.
Other than beer bandits, I might have to say the crocodile for me or alligator.
Oh, fuck those beer bandits.
I lost the fight with the ground ones.
Yes, you
So
did.
you're weak to water, you're weak to ground, and I'm weak to fire. And you're weak to beer? that works.
Those
That
fucking
checks
beer
out.
bandits.
All right. So Desi settles down in a as comfortable a rock as she can find.
I am going to take Caldy's sleeping roll.
Caldy's using his sleeping fur.
Oh, that little bastard.
It's mine.
You can use Goldie in his sleeping fur as a pillow.
Caldy can be like
On
the
top
teddy
of
bear
my
you sleep
shield.
with.
If I sleep on top of my shield, at least the rocks aren't jabbing me in the ribs.
I just imagine Desi sleeping like fully arch on a rock, just sleeping soundly.
Just kind of draped over it. Gotta get the blood out of my lungs somehow.
Right. So Okatai is making camp, and Trustius and Ryzen are keeping watch. Desi and Caldy are both like out to the world. And the morning is, for the most part, it's fairly quiet. Oh, I should roll for some weather. Oof, it is hot. It is hot, hot, hot. as the sun starts to come up. You know, it's one of those mornings where, as the sun starts to come up, it just starts hot and gets hotter, and you know as the day goes, it's going to be gross. But with the rising sun, because Trustius actually succeeded on his scouting roll, you notice a creeping mist starting to envelop the campground.
Is it red?
It is reddish, yes.
We have seen this before.
You have. You know you do not want to end up caught in it.
It means high ground.
It does mean high ground.
We're gonna get the high ground
All right.
quickly.
Are you waking up Desi and Caldy? Are you letting Okataya?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a. We need to get up.
I forget how high we have to actually get.
Basically out of the mist, so you have to get up, like, a little bit anyway.
What are our options to get elevation right now?
Oh, there's trees and stuff you can climb.
Okay, climb a tree then.
Why am I awake?
Red mist.
Move now.
You can sleep again in the tree.
Fuck. Yeah, okay.
So, I need everybody to give me a move roll.
I'm really glad that's healed.
Damn it. Ugh.
Oh no, Okatai! Oh no!
And I have a rope to help me up. And it's not working.
Right.
Why am I so bad at this?
So yeah, everybody starts like clampering up the trees and stuff, and you see Okatai is basically, he was like getting the camp ready, so he was like maybe not quite as close to the trees, and the mist starts to catch up to him. Okatai, you can give me an insight roll.
Ugh. I'm gonna push that. Nope.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage to empathy
Okay.
as the mist starts to envelop you, and you start to feel like this intense feeling of being homesick, of missing your people, of missing your tribe, and you just kind of stand there for a minute. And the rest of you can see in the distance in the mist, you can see these shapes moving in the mist.
Can I take an action that is not going up a tree?
Yes, what would you like to do?
I would like to turn into a bird and fly away from here.
Okay.
Because
Good
fuck
choice.
that shit.
Very good choice.
There's no 3 round, and I'm starting to panic, and I'm just gonna use animal form.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 point of feeling damage would take Trustius out.
Yeah, and I can only take 2 points of feeling damage, so yeah.
Oh, here's an emotion. Ugh.
Shit, I'm gonna go. And
Get
I'm
it
gonna
off,
stay
get
for-
it off. It's feelings.
Good as it gonna get. I'm gonna tiny things with no strength because that's what I got.
You can choose an animal strength no higher than twice the power level, so up to strength 2. Strength 2 is plenty enough for a bird.
Yep. And I'm just gonna fly up.
All right.
And I am wrecked by all this. Like, I scrapped my agility, my wits, my empathy. Everything is down right now.
Yeah, especially now because your wits and empathy both drop to 1 while in animal form.
Oh yeah, on top. I was at 1, so yeah, no change. The mist just broke me.
Yeah. And yeah, and as this mist kind of rolls around, everybody's like, finding a tree branch to sit on, kind of get comfy. You see Okatai turn into a. What sort of bird does Okatai turn into?
Oh, the bird he was most acquainted for were like birds of prey for hunting.
Okay.
So probably like a little falcon, something like that.
All right. Perfect. The bird comes and lands up beside you guys, and it takes quite a while before the mist starts to dissipate, and the whole time you can see these shapes moving in the mist. They just basically they look like dark humanoid-sized stains in the mist, and where they would normally have hands, it looks like their arms just kind of taper down into these kind of willowy-looking bladed appendages.
What the fuck are those? Desi's gonna look over at Trustius.
Didn't we see shapes in them previously?
You have.
What the fuck are they?
Why is it that when everything goes wrong and something weird happens, you assume I know?
Because you know magic shit.
I was going to say maybe these are victims of the mist.
Probably so. And I do magic things. I don't know magic things. There's a difference. We've been over this
Have we? I'm
several
tired.
times.
Okay, sure.
But folks can make lore rolls if they like.
I mean, Trustius did just tell me we've been over this before. Do I remember that conversation? Apparently I do.
All of you are like, right, we have gone over this before. So these particular things they're a type of demon called a bloodling. The way it tends to work is the mist kind of saps your will to live until you just sit there on the ground unable to defend yourself, and then these things come along and chop your heads off and cut you into little pieces and eat you.
Charming.
Trustius, though, with 2 successes. It's not just that these demons are dangerous. They also can only be hurt by copper weapons.
Copper. Interesting.
It is said that they are immune to, or they are vulnerable to like extremely bright light, which is why they travel in the mist. But like if you get close enough to one with like a torch or a lantern, it might do something to them. But then you have to get up close to one.
Well, I'll pass that along, but I don't think we're going to attempt that. I think we'll just sit right here.
But yeah, basically the mist does empathy damage. If your empathy hits 0, then you just lay down and wait to die, and then they come along and kill you while you can't defend yourself.
Well, that sucks.
But while everybody is up in the tree, waiting for the mist to clear, everybody can roll for their food and water for the day.
Sorry, and they're vulnerable to copper.
They are vulnerable to weapons made of copper.
Apparently.
You guys are like dropping in the food and spilling water all over the place.
It was a quick climb.
It was a very quick climb.
I'm gonna be famished when I turn away from the bird.
We should go hunting while you're in hunting bird form.
Tress is like, oh shit, I left my rations down there. But by the time By the
I was
time
gonna say if we've climbed up a tree, I'm gonna see if there's anything edible up there. I can just stock up while I'm up there.
yeah, sure. Make a survival roll. No such luck. But by the time noon rolls around and everybody is pretty much exhausted and the camp still is not completely finished, the mist has cleared. And at this point, everybody can click their little sleepy icon.
Yeah, it was coming. I'm gonna fly down, and then I'm gonna use my beast talisman that I made specifically to turn back after I shapeshift, not to get stuck in that form,
Okay.
to turn back in Okatai. Tired and depressed. God, I hate that mist. It's the second time I get a puff and doesn't do me well. Shit. I need to start a fire again. The tent is on the ground.
You look cool as a bird, though.
Yeah. I like the bird. Comforting to be the bird.
I like
Ow.
the tent. It's comforting to be in the tent.
Yeah, I'll work back on the tent.
Peace and thank you.
How could I grumbly restart making a camp?
All right. What would everybody else like to do in the afternoon?
Desi is staying where she is until the tent's ready. Just kind of draped like half over a branch. Just kind of like slumped there. I'm too tired to move. I'm just gonna
Do I
let me
need to
know when
make
it's ready.
camp again? Do I need to roll again?
You do.
Oh yeah. With
Desi's a
my
drop bear.
wits. One wits, I go through the motion.
Yeah.
None of this happy whistling Okatai as he makes camp. No, it's a lot of just kicking rocks out of the way and saying fucking.
Fucking fuck.
What would Ryzen and Trustius like to do in the afternoon?
I'm gonna go foraging for food or water.
All right.
I will. I'm low on food too, so I will help. Oh, who's watching? Is anyone keeping watch? I'll keep.
Sure.
Well, Desi looks like she's trying to sleep in a tree, so
Mm-hmm. What if I could?
I mean, you could try.
I can try.
I'll keep watch.
Okay.
You try to have a nap.
Mhm.
All right. So it's going to be an endurance roll from Desi, a survival roll from Ryzen with +1 because of the season, and a scouting roll from Trustius.
No sleep for me.
Oh, Trustius just ran out of wits.
Trustius is just like completely pissed off. Trustius is like, fuck this. I'm not doing anything else. To hell with you all. The good news is the afternoon passes peacefully.
Well, except for us. We are not peaceful.
You guys are not peaceful.
With the exception of, the cursing and swearing and rock kicking.
You chop a lady's arm off. You hit disembowel her. You talk about taking off her head, burying her in different places. But the necromancer, he's the bad guy.
Well, at
Everyone
least
looks
we
at
can
the
admit it.
necromancer weird, but oh yeah, let's mutilate this corpse and see what happens.
Well, at least
Look at you,
at least you're a big enough person to admit it.
String of elven curses.
No monster is going to kill us. We're going to kill each other at some point.
Probably. Probably the next time Trustius sets everything on fire.
Tempted. It is tempted.
Yeah, but the one time he wants to intentionally set us on fire, he won't be able to do it.
Yeah, the bad guy dies. How does this work?
You're gonna make me fall out of the tree if you make me laugh too hard.
I'm gonna eat that.
I won't even try to stop it. I'll just hit every branch on the way down. One of them will knock me out. Maybe I can sleep.
Should start making camps in the trees. Like, I could modify the tent so I can like put the tent up in the trees.
A little treehouse.
Like every time we
Hammocks.
set up camp, I just throw the rope up and ice the tents up, and we can sleep up. So if the mists come back to fuck with us, we're just gonna be up there.
We could have hammocks.
I'll look into
Hammock
that when
sounds
I'm
really
less
nice
tired
right
and see if that's really a good idea or if I'm just dumb because I'm tired and everything hurts.
Gross. Desi will spit some more blood down. Look at below.
All right. So, evening. What would folks like to do?
Were we able to sleep and hit the rest button?
So, because you're all exhausted,
Is camp set up yet?
camp is set up.
Yeah. At what point in the afternoon was camp set up? Could we already have been sleeping?
Not yet. As the evening goes around, camp is finally set up. So you guys can't sleep without having to make rolls. The trick is because you're sleepy, the first quarter day of sleep only gets rid of the sleepy condition.
If I did sleep like that and get rid of the sleepy condition, could I get my rest by exploring a new X with Pathfinder?
If you want to go exploring all by your lonesome, absolutely.
No, I'm just checking what works and what doesn't.
Yes, it does. Yes, that's the advantage to Pathfinder.
Okay, good. Wait, that doesn't sound like a great plan, but there's other things that do the same thing. Like there's a talent for foraging that gives you rest.
Yeah, there's one for
fishing.
There's one for fishing. There's one for hunting. There's one for foraging, and there's one for finding the path. But
That's kind of cool, though.
yes, basically everybody is going to need like 2 blocks of sleep to recover.
So right now, like depending on everybody's various states of health, is there 2 blocks for the remainder of the day between now and tomorrow morning for some of us to clear like everything?
Yes, somebody who sleeps all the way through till morning will be able to clear.
I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody else, but I would like to use both blocks if possible.
Me
I mean,
too.
somebody's gonna have to keep watch both cycles.
I nominate Caldy.
Caldy managed to sleep, I think. Through
Cal-
all that.
Caldy is no
bullshit.
longer sleepy.
Okay, so he needs to sleep once.
Bastard.
Trustius incidentally cannot keep watch. Well, he can keep watch, but he's not allowed to make any skill rolls, so it's probably not good to have him on watch. So Caldy can keep watch.
I am going to meditate.
All right.
Well,
Because we're going to be here for a day, basically.
You will probably be here for a chunk, depending on what you want to do.
like Colby can stand guard right now. We can all sleep or meditate, and the other quarter day most of us will sleep, and somebody will need to stand guard. Whoever is standing guard will need to sleep another quarter day after that. Then we're gonna be clear and back on schedule. So we're here for a while.
Oh, actually, Trustius passed out because if your wits are broken while sleepy, you
Oh no.
you must sleep for at least 1/4 day to get back up again. So yeah, Trustius is passed out.
Can meditate next.
He can meditate after he wakes up. All right, so Caldi will keep watch. Everybody can at least get enough sleep to get rid of their sleepy condition.
I think if we hit the rest button, it's gonna only remove sleepy,
It might. I don't know.
and I think it removes some of our attribute, but not all of them, because when we're sleepy, it doesn't heal everything.
All of my stuff healed, but I can put the strength damage back.
Yeah, it heals everything but wits when you're sleepy.
Yeah.
I tried it.
All right. So everybody sleeps through the evening. Caldi's like, nothing to report. Everything's fine. There were absolutely no strangers that I talked to.
Sleeping. Shut up.
I still need the report because
Don't make me
Told
throw
you.
a rock at you.
So everybody does get enough sleep to no longer be sleepy, which does take us into night. Caldi can continue to keep watch. He's not that badly wounded,
and he'll need to sleep in the morning
and then he'll need to sleep in the morning.
because he's
Back
seen
on
the
schedule.
Night. That's I think it's better because he sees in the night.
Yeah.
And I'm still witless.
Yeah.
And Dressius can meditate now.
And Trustius can meditate now if he needs to.
Oh, I might as well sleep now. Yeah. If I meditate, I could get my wits back, even though I'm sleeping. That's the joy. That's what the talent does.
Nice.
Ooh. The next morning, it is a downpour, a storm even.
Well, we need to check on that Nightwalker cave.
Conveniently, it's inside.
So morning rolls around. Caldi again. It's like, all's quiet. Not a single stranger for me to talk to while you guys were all sleeping.
I'm half certain he did a pact with a fake creature, but he
Good
wouldn't
job.
tell us.
I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
Everybody can roll for their food and water in the morning.
And hit that rest button.
And everybody
Oh yeah.
everybody but Caldi can hit the rest button.
Ooh, I'm out of food.
I got some. You can borrow some. I mean, it'll take me down to a D6, but
Well,
at least you'll
Caldi-
have food.
Caldi need to sleep again, and maybe we could do a round of getting water and food and cooking it, because a couple of us are starting to get low.
Yeah, I don't have much. But I'm willing to share. I mean, stupid not to.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at hunting, because things run faster than me, and I'm just swinging a sword at them. It's not good. I'm not good enough with the spear yet to accurately manage to hit anything.
Right.
At least not yet.
Me or Tressius can hunt.
Yeah, I can keep watch here
Make
while
sure
you
that-
guys do that.
Make sure
Caldi can give a food to Trustius.
I had enough for
Okay.
today. I just took my last dice for today.
Well, he'll give you one just in case you're unsuccessful at hunting.
Okay.
somebody can look for water.
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, I could collect water in my shield. It's raining like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, we could collect rain.
I mean, I don't know if it'll fill up, but
I
there
mean,
might get a canteen's worth.
we have a couple of helmets. We could use the helmets to gather some rains and
The
fill
helmet? No. The helmet is
not-
staying on my head.
Not your
It
helmet.
is the
Got it.
only piece of armor I have that's still in one piece. It is staying on my head.
As Desi says that, a little like couple of links of the chainmail just fall off.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you your new suits.
Yes, please.
and we're gonna get that to the smithy
I
so
really
we can so we can despair when I bring you the next one.
I really want to get this one fixed. I liked it. It was ornate. It was
Yeah.
pretty.
This is the one I'm keeping. It comes from the Death Knight castle, and it's
Mm-hmm.
painted black, so it's easier to be discreet with it. I like it. How broken is your chainmail so I can switch the value with the one that is new on the horse?
Almost completely. It has 1 on it right now.
Okay, so you can put it back at 6, and the one on the horse is at 1.
So bad.
The morning ritual of Desi switching out her armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, do we take the morning to hunt and find water, and we can go explore the cave after that?
Yeah, it probably makes sense.
So we don't leave Colby alone sleeping while we're in the
No,
in the cave.
I'll keep watch here. It'll be fine.
Okay, good.
All right. So, who is going hunting and who's going looking for water? It's a survival roll either way.
I'll go look for water, I guess.
All right. There's a +1 on the survival roll for finding water, just because there's so much rain that like the streams and the brooks are overflowing. Perfect. Yeah, that is enough for everybody to fill up to a D12 water.
Good job.
And Trestius, one of us could go hunting and the other one could go forage.
Sure. I'll go hunting.
All right.
Okay.
So survival roll +1 for hunting in a forest, and foraging is also +1 survival because of the time of year. All right. Okita, you do manage to find 1 vegetable that can be cooked. And Trustius, 2 successes. So the way hunting works is I'll roll on the table, and if you don't like it, you can choose to roll again, but you have to take the second roll.
Gotcha.
So you find a fox.
I'll take the second roll.
All right. Ooh, a boar.
Oh yeah, I'll shoot that thing.
One sec here. It is a marksmanship roll at -1.
-1, eh?
-1. One success is enough. Basically, with hunting, you just need to succeed. Had you failed
Yeah.
that, the boar would have attacked you.
I should pick up that resting while hunting thing.
The resting while doing another thing talents are great. So yeah, you do come back with a boar. which is 4 meat and 2 pelts.
You got that, Okatai?
And Desi was keeping.
Oh, he said he's AFK. Sorry.
Is it?
I gotta wait for Anita. Since Desi was on watch.
Mostly by yourself.
Uh-huh. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that it's like, 84 sessions in, you guys are still like, oh shit, we need to go hunt food.
Yeah, one of the great things about this game is that we just did well in a fight, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, we missed sleep for 6 hours, and now everything's fucked.
Yep.
It just snowballs, and now you're like, oh, we got to hunt, we got to get water, we got to get our sleep schedule back on track. The game flips really fast. It's kind of neat that way.
Okay, Desi, you're on watch.
Yes.
I'm going to need a scouting roll. Oh, excellent.
Hey! Desi is actually awake. I was AFK for a minute. Did Trustius actually get anything?
Yes, he got a boar, and Ryzen found enough
Oh.
water for everybody to refill up to full, and
That I did know.
And Okatai found some vegetables. But Desi, you're on watch. You're like, it's kind of absently kicking out rocks and poking at the fire, and roughly paying attention. And you can hear voices relatively close to your camp. It's not any of your group. The voices sound deeper, more guttural, and a language that the only ever time you've heard it is in the orc camp.
Damn it. Is it coming from inside the cave?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, I've got my new armor on. I'll pick up my shield and stand between the voices and the smoldering bits of our campfire.
Okay. And yeah, the voices, they sound like they're kind of moving, like, near the camp, but not towards the camp. Like they definitely sound like they're going to be passing the camp by.
Yep, she's just standing on guard, waiting. Unlike Coldy, she's not going to go and introduce herself. She's had a cranky day. Her mouth still takes kind of irony. So, she's not going out to introduce herself. If they find us, they find us. If they don't, then they get to live.
Yeah, the voices sound like the tone of the voices. It sounds like there's some arguing, some bickering. You hear a sound that you would immediately identify as, like basically somebody being backhanded. But they don't seem to be coming towards your camp.
When there's the sound of someone being backhanded, does the jabbering back and forth stop?
Yeah, and as
Is
it does,
there a
you're pretty sure you can hear something that sounds almost like whimpering and then like angry voices.
Am I only hearing orc voices? There's no, or was the whimper sound from an orc, or did it sound human or something else?
No, everything has been in Orcish.
Damn it! I'll see if I can get a look at them.
Alrighty. You can give me a stealth roll.
Yeah, right. Well, it is based on agility, so I mean maybe.
So as you kind of push forward, as quietly as you can, just so you can get eyes on them, and you see a group of about maybe a dozen orcs. Two of them are basically stripped naked, wearing only loincloths, and are manacled. One of them is pulling himself up off the ground from where he got backhanded into the dirt. And then the other 10 are armed with broadswords and wearing leather armor. It seems like they're dragging these other two somewhere. Yeah. As you're watching, the one that's struggling to his feet, the orc that's basically got him by the manacle chain, basically just hauls him to his feet, yells something at him in Orcish. And then they basically, because you made your stealth roll, they just keep dragging their prisoners through the woods.
I don't recognize anybody. Don't recognize any symbols they're wearing.
Nope.
Okay.
The orcs do have a crudely painted on the pauldron of their armor. There is a symbol of some sort, but you're nowhere near close enough to see it.
Okay. Which direction are they headed in? Northeast, southwest?
From here, they are headed northeast.
Okay.
Kind of let them get some distance and then make your way quietly back to camp.
Just back to camp. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. And then fairly shortly, kind of trudging out of the rain, Tresius and Ryzen and Okatai return. Tresius is got a boar. Ryzen can let you guys know where there's all kinds of fresh water. Caldy wakes up from his nap feeling refreshed.
Did you guys see the... Oh, nice boar. Did you guys see the orcs?
Didn't cross that way.
Not in the direction I went.
There's a dozen of them heading northeast. They were dragging two of them along in manacles. I couldn't understand what they were saying to each other, though. They were grumbling at each other in whatever language orcs speak.
Didn't see
And,
any blue flame
Orcish,
on them.
likely.
Probably orcish, yeah.
Did you see any blue flame on them?
I couldn't see any. I didn't
Okay.
notice any blue.
I mean,
I didn't get close enough. I mean, I got close enough to see, how many there were and that they were wearing armor and stuff, but I didn't bother getting closer, and they didn't come close enough to us, so I just let them go on.
It's not how Caldy does it at all.
I know, which is why I didn't wake him up. I just let his impulsive little ass stay asleep and let them go on by, dragging their prisoners to wherever it is they're going.
Hey,
Orc
usually
business
when we
is orc
see
business.
Yeah. As long as we don't have proof that those are slave, we'll let them go.
Exactly. And, I mean, I have no clue. And I didn't feel like fighting about it today if we're planning on going into that cave.
That's a good point.
I thought so. I am down a set of armor. I am not going to start a fight with orcs on purpose if they are just going to walk off. So I let them
Yeah.
walk off. I mean, if I could tell that they were slaves, I might have had to have a talk. But for all I know, they're prisoners of something or another.
Yeah.
I didn't see any symbols or colors or anything that I recognized, so fuck it.
That's fair.
You guys were, I figured, too far away to yell for, so. Caldy is back up. Not exactly reassuring.
Found a couple
No
of
offense to
tuber.
He does have a new knife.
He does have a nice shiny dagger, but
Well, I got a couple.
I'm supposed to be his bodyguard. I'm not gonna bring the fight on purpose to him today.
Well, there was supposed to be 2 more of those daggers, so might find more toys.
Yeah, maybe.
And we got some boar and some tubers for supper tonight. Should be nice.
Stew. Should make stew.
Probably.
Stew sounds good.
I got my
Stew
cauldron.
sounds really good.
I got my cauldron. Can put that on the fire tonight. I'm not sure how
Bryson's
to cook
doing his
stew.
water dance. So
I got a cauldron.
I have brought water. I do a dance.
he's doing his little water wriggle. So stew. Stew sounds good.
We can fill the cauldron with water, rainwater, and turn it into a stew tonight.
Yeah. Maybe I can get the taste out of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
So let's leave camp up, and we can just go check up on the Nightwalker cave.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out yesterday. Did we get rid of her body?
Yeah, we started with the
Did
fire.
I miss it?
Like
Oh,
you said,
okay.
like you said,
Okay.
fired and camp.
All right. There were conversations I'm pretty sure I didn't actually have that I remember yesterday, and I think I was just in and out of sleep and
I was still very functional
imagining
and
it.
lucid before the mist hit me.
Did I call you a pretty bird?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. That wasn't just imagination. Okay, great.
Oh, I know I'm more regal as a bird.
Speaking of birds, how long is it till Argento's supposed to be back?
I don't know.
He kind of does what his own thing.
I mean, he was flying straight to the village and back, and he doesn't need to sleep. So probably gonna take him like 2 days to get there. Probably 2 days to get back, at least.
I've kind of lost track of time. And I have no idea how fast he flies.
So I'd assume between 3 and 4 days before he's back. Since he left. So that was yesterday or the day before. We spent lots of time trying to get our rest in.
It wasn't yesterday, because yesterday morning is when we came out of the cave.
Yeah.
And we sent him off before we went in.
So it's been 2 days since he's gone.
I think.
Yep.
I think that's all I lost track of. Because we went in the dark. Didn't we? Was it dark when we went in?
Yeah, it was when we went into the cave. Well, we went into the village before nightfall, but with all that
Right.
happened, it was the night when we got in.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he's 2 day gone, so might be tomorrow or the day after, depending on how fast he flies.
Itty bitty wings.
Right now, no offense to Argento, I'm calculating in pigeon speed. Like, I don't know how fast my pigeon are gonna get back home, so I'm calculating Argento as a pigeon.
Yeah, I don't know what he is. Anyway, I just wanted to. While I remembered.
Yeah, when he gets back, it's gonna tell us if we need to rush back home or not.
Yeah. Well. Let's get food started, maybe, and then we can.
Well, I was thinking of
Figure it.
thinking of going in, and do we want to still try to go to Ike and try to convince people to do stuff?
No, I think that ship is sailed.
I think Hythe is pretty much just fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, they were fucked before, but they're really fucked now. Like, that is not the town you want to be in.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to step back in Ike though, just to check for the body of the dwarf. He had that relic in his chest. Might still be in the gutter.
True. That relic could prove very useful.
Yep.
I was trying to remember who we were talking about. Like,
The necromancer.
The dwarf.
Yeah.
Necromancer Jalomir.
Eventually, I caught up past the brain damage.
It's lung damage.
Just took me a minute. I mean, that taste is really distracting. Because it's not just a taste. It's like I feel it when I breathe in and breathe out. It's gross.
So maybe we can do an expedition in the cave and then go check on the village and go back to our camp so we don't have to make camp tonight and we can cook instead of making camp.
Sure. Are we talking about the cave we were just in?
Yep.
Yeah, there were 2 tunnels farther in.
Just need to finish checking that place out.
Yeah.
Don't want to have a if we can nip any future problem in the bud right now.
Yeah. It'd be nice to do that before we fall asleep again, too.
Yep.
One less thing to worry about. Okay, well, I'm
You
ready
all
when you
ready?
are.
Yep.
Goldie's
we're-
awake.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Bringing out the glowy moss again.
Yep. Look, my lamp. My lamp is awesome. Thanks for the lamp.
Welcome.
This little moss algae guy.
So yeah, so you guys, once again, you're gonna like take out the algae and shake it up, wake it up a little bit. Make your way into the tunnels. You can see you get to the room where you fought the those cannibal things. Their bodies are still here. They have not been dragged away. There's a tunnel off here that leads to a very kind of ramshackle sleeping area where those creatures lived. Nothing of any import.
Is that the on that side on the
Yeah, it's over on the
opposite
eastern side. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of making your way. I mean, there's a couple little tunnels here and there that don't really lead anywhere. It looks like at one point maybe this was a mine or natural caverns for like water that had coursed through that has long since dried up. When you get to the area where you fought the vampire, everything. I mean, this area at least looks somewhat lived in. I mean, there's some tables, there's odds and sods kicking around here. The dead body of the wargs are still here. Nothing of value. The tunnel that Cully spotted that heads off to the east. Just kind of doubles back the way that you came. But as you start to move into the northern tunnel, Okatai, you smell death.
Oh, lots of things died here. Might be some not between life and death things, so stay on your guard. Just might be a mass grave too, but no.
Not just the stuff we killed, but other stuff too.
Yeah, you
Gotcha.
might find the whatever she ate and left behind.
Well, perhaps she ate something interesting.
Possibly.
Gross.
Maybe the dwarf's buddy's here.
Kind of make your way through these tunnels, and the tunnels are fairly wide. Definitely natural. They are not worked stone. And as you the smell, like it's not just the smell of decay, it's the smell of death. It's almost like overpowering for Okatai, but not quite.
Eventually, he's gonna put a cloth on his face to try to dampen it a bit.
And it does get to the point where, like, even the rest of you can smell it. It is quite unpleasant. But from up ahead, Caldy can see it since he can see in the dark. Caldy can tell you that there's worked stone up ahead, and so many bodies.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she ate at least a person a day.
Desi will draw her axe, just in case.
Good idea. I draw the hammer.
To make sure there's no familiar faces.
Okay. And as you make your way, you can see it does open into a like a worked stone. It looks like at one point in time it may have been an actual temple. It's long since like disused, but it is chock full of bodies dating back dozens of years, hundreds of years. Like, it is like knee-deep bodies littering the floor. And this glowing black orb in the center.
Oh, I'd like to lure the snot out of that.
Go ahead, give me a lore roll.
Maybe it was in my book I read.
What fresh fuckery
Sorry,
is
what was this again? A black.
Yeah, like a pure black orb in the center of this room filled with bodies.
You'll leave that one to Tresius, because I'm not going to push that.
Tresius, you would guess that orb is basically like all of the gods that you're familiar with represent something. Like water, earth, like things that are tangible. The Nightwalker in a tangible form represents darkness. And there's no doubt at all in your mind that is basically like a holy relic of this ancient temple. Kind of like how like most Catholic churches are supposed to have like a relic of one of the saints.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what makes this temple sanctified to the Nightwalker. And you would guess that all of these bodies, these like hundreds of bodies, if not more, are all of the sacrifices that have been made to them over time. None of these look fresh.
Exactly.
Well,
Me
isn't that something?
Me too.
Well, that's the least we can say about it. Looks like stuff of darkness, like the wolf were made of.
There's power in darkness.
And
No, I don't doubt that. Well, the body don't seem fresh, so she was not dropping her food here.
Likely sacrifices
I
to the
can
orb.
only.
Oh god, that kind of horror. Okay. Do you think we need to deal with that?
The question is if we can harness them.
I mean, not exactly sure what it is.
It's a piece of darkness. Capital D darkness. It would have a great deal of power.
Could be an ally against Jakuz.
Unlikely. Could be a
If
weapon
you
against
don't,
you.
you can only.
Maybe not ally, like you said. Maybe more of a tool.
It's unlikely that the gods would align with a mere demon.
You don't.
He's
even
only a
need
god
it
on his
ready.
island.
Yeah.
Last time I tried to deal with a minor god, he killed me. So, yeah, the blue flame thing.
Oh, okay.
Still
I
trying
was
to
like,
figure out.
you died? What?
Well, for a while was gone. My heart stopped. Freaky. Tried to kill me at least. Don't know what it wanted from me or why it hated me so and was comforting for most other people. But it definitely did not like me. So we need to be careful with that.
do.
What was the cost to rewind time for just a minute?
A finger. If everything goes to shit.
And what was the cost for half a day?
I think it was an arm.
Arms are difficult to grow back.
Probably.
That's not chop off arms.
No, but I think Tressis is thinking of grabbing the orb. And if it doesn't, if it really goes badly, a finger to prevent that. Is weighting the cost. Probably if we remove that from here, this place wouldn't be sacred to the Night Walker. So it might prevent future manifestation.
Or just start.
I'm going to try to sense magic.
Alrighty.
I mean, it's obviously magic, but I might
You
learn something.
probably can. Save
I will save cast.
G-Force video.
Yes, it is very magical.
Oh, since we talked about the amulet, reminded me, while I did the double sleep last night, I tried to get more teaching from my friend in the amulet
Okay.
to keep advancing my path of sight.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Specifically, I'm trying to find out if there's a demon
You're fucked.
or a soul in that thing.
No.
No and no. Okay.
Well, none that you sense.
Right.
Years ago.
Well, let me borrow that amulet for a second.
Be careful, but yeah.
If this goes really poorly, aim for a pinky finger. I still need to shoot a bow. I'm going
Well, I
to
didn't have that.
ask them to back up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what are you doing again?
Something
Feel
dumb.
free.
You want me to check that first?
Yes.
Something I
Check
learned.
it for what? If it'll talk?
Not exactly. Something about the flow of time and option and possibility that my friend taught me about in the night. I want to try something. Um,
You got a divination spell or something?
Yeah. I like to use ThroughPat to weight the decision of fiddling with the orbs. Not sure if ThroughPat or Intuition would be more appropriate here. Yeah, probably.
Intuition lets you ask me directly as the game master yes or no questions.
Like, is fiddling with the orbs gonna have a terrible effect on whoever's doing it? Would be that kind of question.
Yep. Yes, nor maybe. I cannot lie.
Okay. We're gonna try Intuition. And I cannot save cast it because I didn't write it
Yeah.
down yet.
And think about your question carefully because it is a short yes or no question about anything in the world.
Yeah. One of the reason to try to give us some guidance toward our bigger goal that I wanted to learn that. But in that specific case, that would be concerning the orb. I don't want to go too vague. What do you think about what will interacting with the orb have a dangerous or negative effect on the person doing it? Does that sound too vague or to you?
I mean, it's probably
4,
going to
3,
be
2, 1,
dangerous
play.
and negative.
Yeah.
Will Trustius touching the orb probably kill him?
I can check if you're gonna die.
I mean, that's the metric, right?
I can check if you're gonna die, or I can check is there anything useful that this orb can do for us.
Oh, that's a good question, too. You only get one, eh?
Yep. One question.
Well, one per casting, but it's a rank 3 spell.
Yep. And I didn't write it down, so I cannot save cast it.
Is it worth the risk to try to harness the power of the orb?
I can
Maybe.
yeah. It's subjective, like words. But yeah. Because the other spell, ThroughPat, tell me if something we want to do is wise or not. I assume this is not wise, but can it be harnessed? Can the power of the orb be harnessed in a useful way that will
That's
not
good. That's
destroy us?
good. That's really good. I like that.
Can the power of the orb be harnessed in a useful way that will not destroy whoever's picking up?
That's yes, no,
I
maybe.
mean-
Yeah.
Like, if there's no good thing, like if you touch it, you die, we're gonna know now.
maybe switch that up a bit to be, can one of us use it, as opposed to can someone,
Yeah,
because someone covers a lot of people who are
yeah,
Good
good,
point.
bad,
Yeah.
in between.
yeah. Can we use
Can Trustius, right?
Can that guy?
it? Yeah,
Yeah, make it specific to Trustius.
yeah. Because you're about to put your hand on it, so yeah.
All
Can
right.
Trustius harness anything useful from that without suffering terribly?
Just the game master will point out that there's 2 parts to that question.
Oh yeah.
So a yes or a no. Which part is it answering?
Yeah.
Can
Well, can Trustius harness anything from that without suffering terrible things. So if you cannot harness anything, or if it's gonna be terrible, it's gonna be a no. And if both of them are right, it's gonna be a yes, I think. Or I can just ask if you're gonna die if you touch it.
Let's hope that's a no.
Yeah, I think just that will touching the orb, will Trusty's touching the orb be fatal? Might
Yeah,
just
but
be
fatal to who?
Trusty's.
Yes.
There you go. That's a little more specific.
Yes, that's a good point.
Because will it be fatal? Sure. To who? Not telling.
Will it be fatal or terrible to Trestius?
The terrible's fine. Trusty's just everything's terrible for Trusty's.
Okay. I'll go with that then.
Especially us.
All right, so you're casting intuition.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'll need
We'll
to
give
buy,
him space.
I'll need to buy a scale to make it more efficient. Now let's go.
Oh, no
Okay.
mishap. Alrighty. So what is your question?
Will taking the orb be fatal to Trestius?
No.
No, it's not gonna be fatal. That's what you wanted to know.
That's not as comforting as I hoped.
I mean, is being a gem fatal?
Technically not.
See? And yet you can't become one, ideally, because we still need you doing stuff.
The other thing I can check
Hands.
is what's the wisest path between harnessing the orb and not. But I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh yeah, you need a yes, no, maybe.
No, I
All
have
right.
I have the a thing that tells me if a decision is wise or not.
Here's what we'll do. Give me some space. I'm gonna protect myself from magic as best I can, and then see what I can learn by touching this orb. If everything goes terrible, get rid of a finger, and just rewind time. Pinky finger, left hand.
But that one only rewinds a few minutes, right?
That
Or
should be
seconds.
enough for you to tell me not to touch it.
Oh, okay.
Here's hoping.
So I'm gonna draw my dagger and cast not blind magic, but the magic protection one. What is that called?
Is it magic seal?
I have so many spells. I thought it was a rank 1.
Yes, magic seal. The power level of any spell cast against a person during quarter day is decreased by the power level of the magical seal.
All right, so everybody back up because I've got to put a lot of magic into this.
Not in the same zone.
So dagger gives me 6,
Hey.
and then I cast magic seal, and I'm probably gonna mishap. Hopefully this doesn't go poorly. I can still save cast it. Do I have a piece of chalk? I do. I'm gonna use that. That's all I got. Ah, mishap. Power level 7. Good lord.
Uh-oh.
I am lucky.
It's not the orb that's going to kill you, it's your own magic.
Yeah, there's 2 things.
Hopefully not.
Oh, white hair. That's not too bad.
Oh, more
He's
white
already
hair.
got white hair. Sorry.
All right, and then I'm going to touch it at the end of the session.
All right. So as Trussius touches the orb, everything kind of gets darker in the room. You guys can all smell like a canine scent, like the scent of wolves and dogs. And this large, like wolf-sized, large, basically like a wolf head shadow. Takes up a good portion of this temple, sort of coalesces out of the shadows. And then we'll call it there.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Communion with the Nightwalker.
I am a very good talker. None of that is true.
What?
With your empathy of 1.
And no empathy skills.
All right. XP. Participate in the game session. Yes. Travel through a hex? No. Discover new adventure site? No. Defeat one or more monsters? Yes. Find a treasure worth 1 gold or more? Yes. Build a function? No. Activate your pride? No. Suffer from your dark secret? No. Risk your life for another PC? No.
I mean, Risen keep charging in melee even if he's not built for it.
That
He's
is true.
he is kind of built for it now, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he still has
He didn't
2
start
strength.
that way.
It didn't start that way. And unfortunately, you can't build attributes in this game, so I'm still weak on that.
Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? And with Ryzen's Alchemy, there are potions you can get that will give you like a temporary quarter-day boost to an attribute.
Oh,
That's nice.
should work on those.
Yeah. No extraordinary actions?
Nothing crazy, no, I don't think so.
I mean, we've got some pretty extraordinary
Yeah, but that's the thing. As you
stuff
know,
that is almost.
after playing for so long, you know,
Yeah.
the bar is fairly high.
Pretty high.
So that'll be 3 XP for everybody.
Yep.
Perfect.
And we'll pick this up next week as the avatar of the Nightwalker has materialized.
Yikes.
And I checked the item I need to divine the future, the ingredient, and I can read the future in fish gut.
Oh, there you go.
Ew.
Yep. Good old.
You're gonna read fish guts to tell the future?
Can read in
That's just
dead fish the futures.
Well, that's I mean, that's from what's it called? Haruspoxy?
Aruspexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Aruspex. Like, you could read in dead animals or dead fish. The Romans
Yeah.
and the Greek were strong on that.
Yep.
Yeah. I just don't remember the last time I heard about dead fish being used for it.
Well, the ingredient exactly is fish gut.
I mean, yeah.
But I saw it like the people like opening a sacrifice and checking the bowels to see the future.
There we go. Good old druidic magic.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, we'll see everybody next week, and hopefully Caldy will be here, so Trevor will know he's not the only one that makes poor decisions.
Hey, we gotta kill a god. We need all the help we can get.
You do need all the help you can get.
That's why